Hi everyone, welcome to another Change Your Thoughts Today show. My name is Stephen Aitchison, creator of PositiveLifeAffirmation.net, a program to help you change your beliefs to change your life. So today I wanted to talk about thinking big. So I want to ask you a question first. So I'm going to give you a statistic and I want to know your thoughts on it afterwards. So they say, and this is not a true statistic, but it's kind of being bandied about, they say we have around 100,000 thoughts every single day. But that's not an actual true figure. So let me know how many thoughts you think the average human being has every single day, or the average adult human being has every single day. So they say it's 100,000 thoughts every day, but let me know the true figure, because that's not a true figure. Let me know the true figure you think that the average adult human being has every single day. How many thoughts does the average adult human being have every single day? Let me know your thoughts on that, to give me a kind of guide, and it's all within context. It might sound arbitrary, but it's all within context. So let me know how many thoughts you think the average adult human has. Just give me a figure at the top of your head. And with respect to that, it's been bandied about that we have about around 100,000 thoughts per day. So Kimberly D. Mann is saying 15,000 thoughts. Steph Dunn is saying quite a few. No, give me a figure, Steph. I need a figure from you. 150,000. Katia Pellerin is saying 1,000,000. Is saying Elizabeth Mitchell. Latangela, is that right? Crossfield is saying 15,000. A thought every second. Cheryl Fletcher Greening. Steph Dunn 10. 10, okay. 10 million. I have 3 kids. Jackie Bunton Marsh. Steph Dunn is saying 10 again. Jane Stewart 80,000. Gina Sendef 200,000. Welcome to the show, Gina. I'm just waiting on the comments. Oh, we're stuck. No, we're not stuck. Lorraine Emmett 60,000. Okay. Supposedly, and I don't know how the hell they can gauge this. I don't know how people can say how many thoughts an average human has, but the average human person, the average human adult, has around 4,000 thoughts per day. 4,000 thoughts per day. This is kind of what psychologists say, but the average human has about 4,000 thoughts per day. But imagine if I hadn't given you a context of the 100,000 thoughts that I said at the beginning. If I said to you at the very beginning, it's been bandied about that the average human being has around 1,000 thoughts per day, and then I asked you the same question, what would your answer have been? Now you might not be able to tell me that just now, but almost guaranteed that your answer would have been way lower than the figure you gave me here just now. Way lower. Why is that? Because we have a context, we have a reference point to think about. So I gave you the reference point, 100,000, which was a bit sneaky of me, but I gave you a reference point of 100,000 thoughts per day. And I told you it was the wrong figure, but you still used that as a reference point. In your mind, either subconsciously, unconsciously, non-consciously, whatever you want to call it, you used that as a reference point and gave your own figure. But supposedly, and I said, I don't know how the hell they know this, but we have around 4,000 thoughts per day. And that's, I don't know whether that's true or not, but that's the kind of figure I heard. Now, why is that relevant to thinking big? Well, imagine if you think big. So say you've got a kind of big goal and you want to achieve something big in your life. If you think big, your reference point is from where you start. So your reference point, just say for example, we're in business. I know it's not just all about money and stuff like that, but if you want to earn money, you say, okay, I want to earn $1 million. I want to earn $1 million a year. That's your kind of reference point is $1 million per year. Now, even if you don't reach that, then you're still going to achieve more than the people whose reference point is $10,000 per year. Does that make sense? Hopefully it makes sense, because what you're doing there with your subconsciously and consciously, you're expanding your mindset to think big. So you're using the think big. It doesn't matter if you achieve it or not, but you're using that kind of figure that you've got in your head, whatever it's about money, it's about relationships, it's about kind of anything at all in your life, then you're using that as a reference point. And it forces you, or it forces your mind, your non-conscious mind, to go towards that goal much quicker. So if you think small, you will achieve small. but you're not going to achieve big because you've used that as a reference point, that thinking small. So, for example, and I just use money as an example because it's the easiest one to use. In fact, what I'll do, I'll give you a story. Okay, I'll give you a wee kind of story about kind of where I was in my business. So when I first started, and I've spoken about this before, but when I first started, I was earning, I thought it'd be great if I could earn $10,000 a year. And I put a limit on that. I said, okay, if I can earn $10,000 a year, that'd be fantastic. Excellent. And I reached $10,000 quite easily, to be honest, within, when I really first started getting serious about business, $10,000 in a year. Then I thought, okay, I can double that, or I can go up to $30,000 a year. So I used $30,000 as a reference point, and I reached it. And then I thought, okay, I'll double that. And I thought, no, wait a minute, what if I double what I'm actually kind of thinking about and use it expanding in my mind to, instead of saying, okay, I'll double it to 60,000, I'll double it to 120,000. And when I doubled it to 120,000, I didn't quite make it, but I got way past the 60,000 before. Whereas all the previous years I was reaching my target that I'd set myself. So in your mind, when you reach your target, you almost kind of say, okay, I've reached my target, I don't need to work anymore. I don't need to work as hard. I don't need to get all the ideas I need to get to make even more money. And as I said, this is not all about money, it's just I'm giving you an example. So then every year since then, I've just doubled and doubled and doubled. And every year I've kind of managed to reach that goal because it's beyond what I think I'm actually capable of, but it's a big enough target to think is actually quite achievable, but I know I have to work a wee bit harder or I have to do something different. And when you set big goals in your life, it expands that mindset. It expands your mindset to go towards that goal and shoot through what you would have done had you set a small goal. So if you set yourself a figure of 10,000 and then you reach that goal, you kind of tend to stop and say, okay, I've reached my goal, that's brilliant, fantastic, well done, pat on the back. But if you set yourself a target of 1 million, you might not get the 1 million, but you shoot through the 10,000 mark, get to 25,000 for example, and you go, bloody hell, 25,000, whereas before you were only setting yourself a goal of 10,000. So that is the magic of thinking big. It's about expansion of your mind, it's about expansion of what you think you're actually capable of, but still is still achievable for you to achieve it. And I think we should think about that in all areas of our lives. Not just about money. This is not just about money, as I said. That's just an easy kind of reference point to kind of let you think about it and think about what thinking big actually does for you. And I'm kind of going to look at a few things as well about thinking big. When you actually think big, you start to connect with your dreams in your life, your dreams and goals. When I say dreams, I'm talking about your goals in life. So you actually connect with the bigger goals and the bigger purpose you have in life when you start to think big. When you start to think small, you're kind of walking towards your goals and your dreams. When you start to think big, it's more of a run. It's not a sprint, but it's more of a steady run, where you're running towards it, you smash through what your smaller goals would have been, and you reach it quite easily. That's what happens when you think big. Number two, you can think big. Thinking big is great because you have a choice. You have a choice to either think big or think small. You have that choice. But a lot of us kind of try and play it safe, try and stay inside that comfort zone and say, okay, I'm only going to do, I think I'm going to be able to achieve this year. So we set goals every single year, my wife Sharon and I, we set kind of what we're going to do for the next year. And we never ever kind of set small goals because we know we can achieve them. And I think that's the same with a lot of people as well. They play it safe, they know they can achieve them. So when you think big, it's just kind of out with your reach. And you've got the choice to think big to smash through what you would have kind of achieved had you set a smaller goal. And so that's a really good thing as well. And number three as well about thinking, the magic of thinking kind of big, is about kind of you following a true calling as well, if that makes sense. So when you're thinking big, obviously you're passionate about what you're going to be doing, whether it be in a relationship, your career, kind of money, your business, writing a book or whatever. And I'm trying to think of kind of a few examples here. So a few examples would have been, say for example, Richard Branson. When he started his kind of record store way back in the 80s, he didn't think, okay, I'll just open up a wee record shop and I'll make some money on the side. He wanted to transform the music industry. That's why he signed up bands to his Virgin label and stuff like that, and he made it huge. Like he had the Sex Pistols, and so he got people big, kind of people, the Skids and people like that signed up. And he made it huge, and that's what he done with the airline. He wanted to transform the industry, not just to sell a couple of records, or to fly a couple of planes, or to get a couple of flights out going to here and there and everywhere in the countries. He wanted to transform every industry that he's ever went into. And it's the same as Steve Jobs. He wanted to transform the digital music industry. And he done that when they brought out the iPod, and they kind of put on the phone, the iPhone and everything else, and the iPad and the iMac and everything else they'd done. He wanted to transform the music industry, the computing industry, the iPod, the MP3 industry as well, the MP3 downloadable players. He wanted to transform that as well. That is the magic of thinking big, because you smash through any goal that you would have got had you been thinking smaller. And number 4 as well, when you think big, you open up your mind to more possibilities. You open up your mind to more possibilities, because when you think small, think about it, when you think small and you want to achieve something, and it's kind of, it's going to be easily achievable, so you're kind of safe there. When you think small, there's not a lot of new ideas come in. You're not asking those questions that you need to ask. How can I achieve this goal? What can I do better to be able to achieve this goal? What can I do different to achieve this goal? So when you set small goals, you don't ask the big questions like that. But when you set big goals, you're forced to ask the big questions. What can I do to achieve this goal? What can I do different to achieve that goal? What have I been looking at? What have I missed by not achieving this goal? What am I missing? There's something missing. So you're always asking yourself the question, and you're open to new possibilities. You get those ideas coming to you as well. And it changes your whole energy as well when you think big. It's not all about, as I say, it's not all about money and kind of thinking big and just being the big I am. It's not about that. It's about pushing you to your limits. So your limits is within your comfort zone. So, and I spoke about this lots of times before, so I apologise if you've heard this before. But your comfort zone, say this is the boundary. My hands are the boundary of your comfort zone. This is you kind of thinking, if you think small, set a goal, it's right on the edge of your comfort zone. When you think big, it's about this much outside your comfort zone, and you smash through that comfort zone, and you get much more ideas. You meet more different people. Your energy changes, your passion changes, everything about you changes when you start to think big. And it's just a beautiful thing. And you achieve more as well. Number 6, you achieve more when you start to think big as well, much more than you would have achieved had you start thinking small, and set yourself smaller goals in life as well. And number 7 is the right thing to do. I think we all have a purpose in life. Our first purpose in life is to find ourselves. Become self-aware, whatever way that's going to happen for you. It could be through meditation, it could be through introspection, it could be psychotherapy, it could be any way you want, but become really self-aware. And when you become self-aware, you start to know the type of person you are. Then you can start to have that self-confidence, that self-belief, and then that's when you set the big goals for yourself in life. When you set the big goals in life, you then are able to help more people in the world. And I believe that's our ultimate goal. So our first purpose, find ourselves, become self-aware. Second purpose, share the knowledge we've gained along the way with other people. In that way, you've got a ripple effect throughout the universe. You're touching more and more people's lives. And I truly believe that's what we're here for. Honestly believe over the last couple of years that's just coming to more and more and more. Whether you're helping businesses, whether you're helping individuals, whether you're helping your family, it doesn't matter who you're helping. I truly believe that that is what we're put on this earth for. To find ourselves first, get self-confident, get the self-belief, and then start sharing our knowledge and help other people at the same time. And if you think about it, when we feel most fulfilled in life, it's usually when we've helped somebody. It's usually when we've helped somebody do something. For example, children. That kind of inner satisfaction when we've helped our children to kind of get an aha moment or help them with their maths homework or something, and we know we truly helped them, how much satisfaction in our souls does that give us? Just a seemingly little thing like that. And that's what we do as adults as we grow as well. And I believe that's our true purpose in life. So I'm just going to go over to see if there's any comments or any questions on that. I don't think I've got the right page, have I? Yeah, we have. Jenny Marie Hill is saying amen. Thank you very much, Jenny. Excuse me. I'm just looking at the most recent comments just now, so I apologise I can't scroll right down. I can read all messages. Lucy Bass is saying. Can't hear. Zane Baker, welcome to the show, Zane. I just missed your bloody message there. I was scrolling down that much. Purpose and passion lead to expansion on every level in life. So true, Zane. And you're a perfect example of that, Zane, as well. With your live shows, everything that you're doing on your page as well. It's just, you're expanding your energy so much as well. I know you've done loads of, a couple of shows with Gina Sendep as well, and she's just got that same kind of energy as well, which is brilliant. And same with the, kind of Maria Flynn, who's on in about 7 minutes time on One Wise Life. Just that expansion of energy, that expansion of kind of helping people. And these are the people that have found the true calling in life, the likes of Zane and kind of Maria and Gina and Lorraine, kind of Emmett, and there's loads of people. I'm just naming people from the YDF tribe just now. There's loads of people that are finding the calling, and it's just a beautiful thing to watch, that kind of expansion of energy and how they're touching other people in the world as well. So when you find your self-confidence, your self-belief as well, when you find that, and then you go on to use that and use the knowledge that you've gained along the way to help other people, how beautiful is that? How amazing is that? Kat Godinez is saying you're an inspiration. Thank you very much, Kat. I really appreciate you saying that. Zane Baker saying exactly. Linda Caldwell saying you all have a fabulous day. You have a fabulous day as well, Linda. I take it you're popping off just now. Maria Flynn, the universe is sending a specific message today. Yes, I know you're talking about something else today, Maria. I won't give it away, so you'll need to join Maria's live show in 5 minutes time over at One Wise Life. It's going to be a brilliant show, so make sure you check into that as well. Gina Sendep is saying hi, Eva. Oh, Eva's on as well. Welcome, Eva. And Eva's a perfect example as well. Eva, I'm very quickly tell you this. Eva kind of was a hairdresser in Canada back last year, and she kind of gave all that up, and she wanted to help people in Guatemala. So she's helping families in Guatemala just now, but she's even kind of expanded her mind even further. She wants to buy a tree house, which kind of houses kind of volunteers to help all these families in Guatemala. She's going to buy a tree house, and it's $100,000. She's set herself that goal, which is a really kind of hairy, audacious goal to get that, and she's working towards it just now. And from where she was last year to this point in her life just now is just beyond kind of belief when you see what she's done. And I've put a link down to her treehouse project as well. She's got an amazing project going, and what she's done, she's gathered 5 people from the personal development space to kind of share the products, so you get access to the products worth about $500 or something, I think it is, Eva, and you get them for $25, and that $25 goes towards that big hairy audacious goal of Eva's to buy that treehouse to house 8 volunteer kind of families to work with all these families in Guatemala. And she's just expanded her energy so much. So I'll put a link down below as well for that, and it's just brilliant. I'm just looking at the comments there. Yeah, so I'll put a link down below for that as well. Also, we've got the webinar tonight if you're looking at expanding your business and expanding your mindset around kind of business as well, because business is about 70% personal development, so you need to kind of really expand your own mind before you can actually expand your business. So we've got a webinar coming up in about, if I don't lose my voice, 4.5 hours time. So I'll put a link down below for that as well. And remember to go over to Maria Flynn's One Wise Life show, which is on after this as well. So I'm going to leave it there. The comments are sticking just now. Thanks for coming in. I'm not seeing everybody. The comments are flying past, so I do apologise if I've missed out anybody that's in the YDF tribe. In fact, I'm going to give a wee shout. I know we've got Eva in, we've got Keith Wells in, Sean Barrett from Shots of Positivity, Keith Wells, as I said, from Great Lives Unmade, and I can't see anybody else. Jackie Bunton Marsh, Aitchison, Gina Sendef. So welcome to you everybody and thanks for joining us. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Have a brilliant day wherever you're doing. I'll put the links down below for the Treehouse project and for the webinar as well. And I'll see you tomorrow at the same time. Have a good one. Namaste. Bye now.